Hi. Uh, in the previous video, we actually talked about the integration using trigonometric substitution method, and we used the sine version, and now we're going to be using the tan version. This one is number 2. So I is going to equal, suppose we have x dx, and then square root of a squared plus x squared. And here in this case, we said that this one is related to tan theta. So x is going to equal a tan theta. Therefore, I is going to equal and this one means dx is going to equal a secant square theta d theta. So we're going to have a tan theta for x, and then times a secant squared theta, and here's d theta, divided by a squared plus a squared tan squared theta. Okay. And now we're going to have a squared tan theta secant squared theta under this, and in the denominator we're having square root of a squared as common factor, 1 plus tan squared theta. So we're going to have a squared tan theta secant squared theta, and there's a d theta here. Let me just center this one and put it here in the center. And in the denominator we're having a squared. 1 plus tan squared is secant squared. Secant squared under the square root, and we're going to have a squared tan theta secant squared theta divided by a secant theta and multiplied by d theta. So we're going to cancel the square of secant square upstairs with the secant theta downstairs, and then a squared with a. We're going to be left with a integral of tan theta secant theta d theta, and this one is going to equal a secant theta, because the derivative of secant is tan theta secant theta, and there is a plus c. Therefore, the integral of tan theta secant theta is secant theta. And we had x being equal to a tan theta, which means x divided by a equals tan theta. And now let's plot the right angle triangle. with this being our theta. So x is the opposite, a is the adjacent, and then a squared plus x squared is the hypotenuse. And secant is hypotenuse divided by adjacent, which is a, hypotenuse is a squared plus x squared under the square root divided by a plus c, and a will cancel a, therefore we're left with I being equal to square root of a squared plus x squared plus c.